Alright, welcome back everybody. Hope y'all didn't miss me too much. So, if you're just jumping in for this run, to reintroduce, I am Ryan Ford, and yeah, I just ran Metroid Zero Mission Any Percent earlier today, so familiar face is back. So I've got a mouthful for this category, so got Any Percent, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, Any Percent, No Wrong Warp, No Out of Bounds, abbreviated to No Woob. That's what the community calls it. So I'll get the timer started and then talk about rules for this category, because there is a bit of restrictions. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, so Any Percent, No Whoop. So no wrong warps. So when you transition screens, it has to bring you onto a screen that is the intended one. So the use of the infamous doghouse glitch is banned, which is normally used in the unrestricted Any Percent categories, which are, well, the most unrestricted one's like 2 minutes, which is a credit warp, and then the other one's like 4.5 minutes. And no Out of Bounds. So Link can naturally clip into solid tiles up to 3 pixels worth. So if you're considered out of bounds if you're more than 3 pixels inside of a solid tile, so like a wall or a tree or something like that. And you also can't screen transition on solid tiles for the rule set while you're on a solid tile. Red timer this time? Hopefully not, but we'll see. Yeah, so did one of the variations of early sword. So sticking out your shield a little bit extends your hitbox far enough that you can touch the sword just before the owl starts flying away, which minor time save. Oh wow, this is really good opening RNG. So I'm trying to do what's called rupee duping. So, oh dang, I didn't get it there. That would have been sweet. Okay, I got pretty crazy lucky though, actually. So I wanted to farm to try and get as close to 10 rupees as I could there. And when Link is holding his sword or shield out, when a rupee drops, oh my gosh, when a rupee drops on him, he'll collect it twice. Also, before I continue, flashing lights warning, so look away if you have light sensitivity or anything. It's kind of a late warning, my bad. In this category, that should be the only time that should happen, unless like some major mistake happens that leads me to have to do the shop again or something. Yeah, so what I did, yeah, when I was farming the 10 rupees, yeah, so I tried to dupe some of them. I didn't get all of them. And then, yeah, stole the shovel since it costs 200 rupees, and, you know, we don't want to have to farm that much money. And then stole the bow, because it's a really strong weapon to have. And then, I did a save quit abuse, where I confirmed buying the bombs for 10 rupees, but, when you clear the text, the first frame, it puts the bombs into your inventory, but then, yeah, that's the only flashing lights part for this run. Yeah, if I were doing, like, 100%, then there would be, a few more, like 3 or 4, but... Yeah, fortunately not for this category, that's the only one. I had such a late warning though, that was my bad. Got caught up in the ramble. And yeah, so I fake bought the bombs with the save and quit, the frame after buying the bombs, and it lets you not spend the rupees while being able to buy 20 bombs as well. And then I used the 10 rupees to actually play the trendy game to get the powder early, so that I don't have to get the toadstool and then trade the toadstool for the magic powder, to make the magic powder. So despite having the magic powder though, I'm gonna be trying to do a bomb trigger here. Oh nice, okay. And because normally you'd sprinkle powder onto Terran when he was at Tanuki there to change it back to normal, but it's tied to a cutscene, so what I did was a trick called bomb trigger, where you normally can't have 2 bombs on the same screen at the same time, so, but if you find secret ways to do it. Like dropping a bomb when you're, I think within like 4 frames away from screen transition, from transitioning screens, then you can drop a second bomb immediately after you transition. If you get it on the frame before you transition the screens, then you Link will automatically drop the second bomb. But if you drop the bomb early by a frame but less than 4 frames, you can pause buffer, dropping another bomb, which loses 2 seconds, but it'll still at least get the bomb trigger. And yeah, so it skips that cutscene while changing Terran back to normal. So it's pretty huge. I lost so much health that gonna be skipping one minor skip here for Rock's Feather, because if I fail it, I'm dead. So because I'll lose a minimum of 1, maybe 1.5 hearts. So this spike trap, you can save a little bit of time by shield bumping off of the right one and getting pushed through the spike traps, but if you take a hit, those do 1 heart of damage, and if they knock you into the pit, that's like 1.5 hearts, so it can be punishing to fail that. So yeah, now that I got Rock's Feather, I'm going to be doing what's called a super jump here, where so again, about how Link can clip into solid tiles. So you can clip into the wall, and the walls in the dungeons have ledges, conveniently. So then, if you're facing away from the wall, then when you jump and hold away from the wall, then yeah, Link will like jump off of a ledge inside the wall, which kind of gives him like, same when you jump off a ledge normally, Link's kind of like intangible to switching layers. So yeah, with that I was able to skip over the one key block back and forth. And yeah, Moldorm, if he goes off the rails, he can pretty easily kill you, so that's a bit scary to take hits. And I grabbed a fairy from the mini boss just to try to be extra safe to not die. Death Save Moldorm knocks you into those pits. There's like a 2D section underneath that you have to get out of, climb out of, and then go and re-fight him. But then he's also back to full health if you get knocked off, so... when there's like... Oh, whoops, that sword slash just wasted like... Whoops. That's fine. So, since I'm playing on the Japanese version, you can press B for this text box and it'll just dismiss it. I think it might work in European version, 1.0 European. The English version, those kids have like, I think it's like 12 text boxes or something, where they're stuttering a lot. So, Japanese already saves a lot of time from like that text box, and then also Japanese having less text, like most other games, you do save like a couple minutes throughout the run, just from Japanese text compared to English. Alright, so getting to the Moblin's hideout to try and kill the Moblin King who kidnapped Bow Wow. So after a certain amount of time, he'll try to ram at you. It is a bit of RNG how long he'll take, so I'm hoping that he'll start when he's like right beside the wall when I jump past him, so that he'll ram it a little sooner, so he can save some frames. And he has 8 health, so spin slashes 2 damage, regular slashes do 1, so try to 2-cycle him by doing, well, I did 5 and 3 for damage there. So here's what's called a flock clip, where you can clip into interactable objects that give you text. So that rock is too heavy to pick up, so you can move a direction if you're holding it on your D-pad as the text activates. So you can get moved like inside the rock enough that you can clip through that part instead of going through like the swamp and all the way around. But saves quite a bit of time. I'll be doing it in some other places where sometimes on like key blocks if I don't have the key. Oh, I didn't get a save quit there for whatever reason. Oh yeah, throughout the run, so I've been opening up the save quit menu as well to text skip when getting items from chests. If you do it optimally, I think it saves like 8 frames for most of the chest opens. If it's a single line of text, it's actually faster to just have the text box, like the chest that has like 50 rupees or something like that. Which, I won't be opening any of those in this category. But if there's a chest with like money in it or something, then like usually it's faster to not save quit and open the save quit menu to text skip. Alright, so there's the bracelet, and I'm gonna actually be coming back to do this dungeon in a second visit. Since this is near the windfish egg, like the final area, then oh whoops, I wasn't supposed to throw that. It actually loses a frame because Link kind of hesitates when he throws it. But yeah, so also I'm gonna try and see if I can make Bow Wow eat some enemies here and there too. So the reason for this is in Dungeon 3, I'm gonna be trying to get a drop, piece of power, which increases your movement speed by 25% and increases your sword. It doubles your sword damage and gives like a knockback effect when you hit enemies with your sword. The knockback effect generally is bad most of the time, but the movement speed, being able to move 25% faster, is nice. So it saves a bit of time. So try and do a pit buffer here. So if I pause on the same frame, that Link will fall into a pit. He'll get pushed down a few pixels. So there's like a standable tile just below. This is unlucky. And it's just like frame rule dependent, I think, for like when Link will fall into the pit or not. So sometimes you can get that in like one pause, and sometimes you can get it like, you know, a dozen pauses or something. So I think like 4 pauses generally, it's like average. That one was like really long though. And yeah, if you transition screens and the screen that you enter has a solid tile in your way, then it'll zip Link down to the next available standable tile. So since I kind of was in between like a standable tile and then the bush on the next screen, then Link got zipped out of the villa because that was the next available tile on that line. So yeah, since it's a zip that's like on the same screen, then that's not considered an out of bounds screen. And yeah, I skipped the entirety of having to go to Candlelit Castle by doing that trick called Villa Skip, where you normally would get 5 golden feathers from there, and then have Richard open up the villa and go through from the front side, but I went from the back of the pit buffer strat. Yeah, I think the only category that does categories that do Candlelit Castle is like glitchless categories, since you can't find a way to like, yeah, since you can't do the pit buffer strat in glitchless, which is kind of, I think, only like recently a official category on SRC. Alright, so now that I got Pegasus boots, I'm gonna be trying a trick called the French press. If the sword hit him, was I late? I think. I forget what that means, if I was barely late or barely early. But yeah, so I had Link change directions with his sword. And was holding shield at the same time, so that you try to change directions and have the shield get bumped by the stall post when he's jumping at you, and it can bump you to that upper ledge where the nightmare key was. But as a backup, I had to just go around and go the intended way instead. And yeah, there I did a Dodongo skip 2 times, so I clanked with him with my sword to get pushed over during a super jump to get pushed over the blocks. If you're too slow, you can actually get stuck in the blocks inside and soft lock. And if that happens, then you have to save and quit and go to the start of the dungeon and then try again. But the reason for that is because there's a lot of keys, and there was like a circle of key blocks, and because it's the key cavern, so the gimmick is getting a bunch of keys and opening doors and key blocks. But thanks to all those skips, you only needed like, how many keys in this dungeon? Is it 3? It's like 2 or 3. It's like very few instead of like the 9 that are in this dungeon. And yeah, so I quick killed that that boss as well, and thanks to Piece of Power doing extra damage. There's a bit of like jank that can happen where when I was splitting him apart, because of the Piece of Power giving him extra iframes when you hit him, sometimes the frame rules are checking whether he should start like regenerating or not, and like during that extended the extended iframe. So sometimes the game will just decide that he won't split because he'll like regenerate during that time. Sometimes you can slash him like 5 times in a row and have him like start splitting. Which happened to me recently, but yeah, it's kind of just like frame rule dependent whether that'll happen or not. So, oh, I meant to get hit by that guy. But okay. So we trying to damage down. Oh, I should have. Well, it's fine. Okay, for marathon safety, I'm gonna save and quit here because there's a chance I could soft lock the run. So, I should have saved and quit when I came out of those stairs earlier. So that was my bad. So I need to drop drop a bomb and pause within 4 frames after dropping the bomb, and then after I unpause, and if I hold both the bombs button and to the right, then it'll it should set my subpixels properly that I can trigger this cutscene, and before the cutscene actually starts playing, then Link will leave the screen, but then the game will have checked for the cutscene to have been played as it was starting. So I was able to skip a second cutscene there, which because I have Bow Wow instead of Marin there when I did the trick called Walrus Skip, then it would try to play the cutscene, but Marin's not there, and it won't proceed, so you just get stuck there. The byproduct though, when you're doing when you do Walrus Skip like that, then your A, B, start, and select buttons are all disabled, so I wasn't able to like pause or like use any of my items until you'd either change submaps, so like entering a cave, or take a death like I did. So that's why I died on purpose, so that I could have my buttons working, because I couldn't fight Lanmola just now, who didn't even show up during that fight just now, because I killed him really fast, because his hurt box is active, but you don't like see him pop out if you quick kill him fast enough. So now I'm making my way to Dungeon 6, which I just beat Dungeon 3, so the reason for that is that so after you beat Dungeon 4 normally, then if you enter the southern half of if you're on the southern half of the world map after, then a ghost will appear and you have to help him with a side quest. Otherwise he won't let you enter dungeons. And using the music for an audio cue there. But yeah, I'm trying to start food stash. But yeah, what happens with that? Losing my train of thought here. Yeah, so if you get the level, for whatever reason, if you get the level 2 bracelet, then the ghost won't spawn after you beat Dungeon 4. So because of that, I'm going to Dungeon 6 to get the level 2 bracelet and also beat the dungeon from that same visit, and then doing Dungeon 4 after. So yeah, so whenever Bow Wow eats these Armos, they always drop a they always drop arrows. So I was also trying to duplicate arrow drops as well. Okay, I want to see if this guy will drop a arrow. He did! But it almost flew away from me, so it's like, oh, lucky but unlucky. Yeah, that definitely wasted a bit of time. And if I were doing like a PB attempt, I would have not waited for the fairy, but that does give me some extra insurance for this next dungeon, since usually on average you'll usually enter this dungeon with like 2.5 hearts, or like 3.5 maybe. So I did some like sprite slot manipulation by shooting a bomb arrow into the wall, and after that, if you put the key in to activate the dungeon, Bow Wow will eat the cutscene. So I was able to move sooner than I was supposed to, thanks to that. So it saves a small amount of time, since you also do lose a bit of time for not having your boots equipped, but then also, yeah, not having to watch that cutscene also saves time, and not having to re-equip your bombs inside this dungeon. Bombs and bomb arrows. So there's level 2 bracelet, so I'm gonna save and quit. Back to the start of this dungeon. And, I can try to bomb trigger here. No, I missed it. To have these tiles in this room start coming at me sooner. It's very minor time save. So. You fail, you lose a little time, and but you save using the 2 bombs. So that also is nice, because bomb routing is like sort of tight. And yeah, now that I can lift these heavy objects with level 2 bracelet. And yeah, able to cheese those Wizrogues by putting the bomb in a specific spot and knocking the top one to the middle. And you'll be doing a lot of wall jumps here, and essentially doing this dungeon backwards for the intended route. It's doing major skips by getting the Nightmare Key early, since I'm able to cheese everything with the super jumps. Oh, what the? Okay. There. So I did what's called a shack jump. So if you super jump beside a interactable object like that key block, then you can do a unclipped super jump, like not clipped into the wall. Yeah, thanks, Mark. You have a good night. And yeah, hope you've been enjoying this event as well. And yeah, so Horsehead's RNG. The last marathon I did. Oh, okay, I think that was what, 3rd try. The last marathon I did, like, yesterday morning, actually, in my time zone. I forgot how many tries it was. It was like 14 or something. So, the Horseheads, when you throw them, just have a 50% chance to either land upright or land on their side. So you need both of them to land upright to open the door. So it's a 1 in 4 chance. So you, yeah, just keep throwing until you land. Then Facade here, his perk box is active before he actually spawns in, before his text comes up. So you can get 3 hits for free, and make this fight into a 2 cycle instead of a 5 cycle fight. Because he disappears after every time he gets hit, so yeah, so you're able to speed this fight up by a lot. It also takes like forever to explode. Alright, nice. That's Dungeon 6 down. And gonna swag out with the Bomb Boys a little. I don't know. This doesn't save time or anything. It's just like purely a swag thing. You can have this rainbow explosion. Oh, it faded out before we got to see it. Dang. It's fine. So, try to bomb trigger here. Oh, I failed it. So you can bomb trigger to kind of skip the owl landing and then flying away. You still get the text, so it only saves like 2 seconds from his animations. And yeah, now I'm going to be trying to chain a bunch of Jesus jumps. Oh, that's bad. it's late by a frame, I think. Again. So, if you pause on the same frame, that Link would drown in the water. So same as like falling in a pit, it'll cancel it. And he's also standing for that one frame, so you can jump off the water. I'm doing a lot of extra pauses, unfortunately. The practice run I did like right before I went to set up for my Metroid Zero Mission run. I got like... My first one, Jesus Jump, was like 2 frames early for the pause, and then I got 4 frame perfects in a row, but this one was... Definitely compared to that run, this was egregious, but yeah. Oh wow, I almost got knocked into that pit too. But that's fine. Yeah, and yeah, if you're late by a frame, then you'll drown in the water, but if you're early, you just have to do extra pauses, and it takes about 2 seconds for every extra pause buffer for this game, so... that's why you want to try to be as close to frame perfect as you can on each of those Jesus jumps. Yeah, so I'm going to be trying a trick that saves a small amount of time called the French press. So you can skip over that pit by bonking into the wall with your boots. Oh, I got bad RNG for that. Buzz blob, so definitely not even saving time from the trick now. Compared to the easy route, the newest easy route, it only saves like 0.2 seconds, I've been told, so. And it makes it a little more difficult because of like the bonking over pits. Yeah, so French bonks, or le bonks, that's what the community calls it, because there's been a lot of French players like at the top, and like a lot of eras of Link's Awakening speedrunning, so yeah, so that's why there's a lot of like French mentions because of that. Alright, so unlocking Dungeon 4. And entering Swag Cave. Should name it because there's a lot of like small swag strats here and there that can save some frames here and there, handful of frames here and there. Like that boot stash before switching items and jumping across that gap with boot speed. And that obstacle skip, jump around that obstacle. So the community has a meme where like the run's invalid if you failed obstacle skip there, which saves like 1/4 of a second, I think. It's like a very minuscule time save. It's like very easy to mess it up, so it's like kind of funny. Yeah, this category needing to make that little detour for the bombs over there. Because those bombs that are hovering in the air, and arrows as well, they're worth 10. So we grab a bit of refills throughout the run. And then here you can do another like Jesus jump, which when you cancel drowning, just like with the pit, you also get pushed down a couple pixels. So you can kind of clip into that bombable, that cracked block that you can blow up with bombs. So it saves me needing to use a bomb arrow to break it, but it only saves time if you get a frame perfect pause on the water. And since I was 1 frame early, then technically I lost a second, but I also still saved ammo though. And then yeah, RNG on these platforms. I got pretty bad luck since I had to like go really wide, or go like all the way like zigzagging across the room, and having these Helmosaurs being in the way like everywhere, like trying to tiptoe around too. Oh no. Yeah, gonna be trying early Nightmare Key. Alright, that was really good. The key hat clink. Not gonna get a tech skip for no reason. I don't know why the save and quit didn't input. And yeah, I was able to clip into that wall to let Link sink faster into the water, and then spin slash this guy, and then shot 2 bomb arrows down. Whenever you enter a boss room, they also give you text as well. And so I paused at a specific timing to also skip his text while I was switching items to optimize the menuing as well. So yeah, looking pretty good so far for this run. Yeah, so that's Dungeon 4 down, and now preventing the ghosts from appearing. And yeah, now I'm gonna make my way straight to Dungeon 5 with like not really any extra work to do. Let's just head straight to Martha's Bay at this point. I've gotta swim all the way around to this dungeon now that I have the flippers. And it's a little faster to mash your feather into the ceiling. And it's my favorite dungeon in every category except for Hundo. I like this dungeon a lot, so... Oh, good luck. So that Helmosaur, I wanted him to move to the right, because if you jump and spin slash at him, then, I don't know, you'll hit, like, through his mask for whatever reason, and, kill him, so... It's a good RNG. Usually saves generally, like, 2 to 3 seconds if you get that, but it's only a 1 in 4 chance, because he can... Whoops. Move any cardinal direction when he starts moving, so... And yeah, grab that key, because it's the only way to go at this point. And now I've got Master Stalfos and kind of a sort of minor trick. I'm gonna try to overkill him. Because normally if you get 3 hits into him, then he'll run away to another room further in the dungeon. But if you hit him too many times via bomb arrows, then you can actually kill him and he drops a key. But also this mini boss music won't stop playing. So until I reset the music by entering this next mini boss room. So now I'm gonna actually just make him run away every time, because I won't get a drop or anything. So can you be grabbing these bombs as well? They're broken, it's like pretty much every Zelda game. And since I haven't beaten Dungeon 2, if I interact with these pots without having the bracelet equipped, then you'll get text being like, oh, this looks heavy, I don't think you can lift it with your bare hands. So I kind of like jumped beside the pot when I was like passing through it, because you can easily accidentally trigger that text. And yeah, that text only stops happening after you actually complete Dungeon 2. So in this category, you have to kind of worry about that a little. It says dumb jump. Oh, I got so lucky that was the first try. I jumped like pretty early, and I probably got like lucky subpixels because I didn't get dragged back into the pit. So you can do a four tile gap jump if you yeah, not good RNG, but yeah. 4 tile gap jump if you are in between 2 pit tiles, because the game kind of like drags Link like towards the pit if he's like not directly in the center of the pit. So because of that, you can like walk forward like a little more. And thanks to that, then yeah, I was able to skip across and get the Nightmare Key early and grab the hook shot, which I just got the hook shot now from beating Master Stalfos 4. He stole it from a chest. So also there's like a little weird thing when you beat Master Stalfos 4 there and get the hook shot. So if you just immediately save and quit, the hook shot is not instantly added to your inventory, so you can actually save and quit without having it in your inventory, and then that happens, you have to go back to that room and fight Master Stalfos 4 again. So just for safety, even though it's like, I don't know, like a few frames slower, I did the menu afterwards just to ensure that I had the hookshot in my inventory. Alright, and so the wall snake, slime eel, was there. So for every reason, if you're holding sword and your hookshot, when I hook them towards me, if I'm holding out my sword, then Link will instantly hold it out as soon as he gets pulled to him, so you can get a hit a little sooner. And this boss takes 8 hits to kill, regardless of your sword strength. So whether you have just level 1 sword or if you had like level 2 sword plus like red tunic, it'll still take 8 hits to kill him. So if you don't have like the extra knockback effect from like red tunic or piece of power, then if he spawns close to you in the wall, you can usually get 4 hits, and if he spawns across the room from you, then you can usually get 5 hits before he retracts back into the wall. So you can somewhat easily get a 2-cycle most of the time. But yeah, if you get like red tunic and hundo, it can be RNG whether you'll actually 2-cycle or not. That's why in that category, the tunic's generally more optimal. Yo, the Gravy Train, thank you for the raid. So yeah, hope you all enjoy this run. Just continuing some Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, and yeah, I'm Ryan Ford. I just ran Metroid Zero Mission any percent right before this run, so kind of getting closer to the tail end of my second and final run of this event. So yeah, so I'm making my way towards Dungeon 7, but I gotta do a trick that it's kind of punishing if you fail it. It's called a Rooster Skip. I think this category like loses a little less time if you fail it, but ideally I'd like to not fail it. So I'm gonna be doing like a kind of safer version of it, which is give me on average like a dozen seconds slower, but makes it not a double frame perfect trick. So yeah, so back to Swag Cave, so we can get the second obstacle skip. Hey, there you go. Yeah, so also Link moves slower when he's in grass or in shallow water, so I'm also jumping after I get a boot stash, so that I can mitigate some of that. So I'm save and quitting for a glitch for the boss in Dungeon 7. But this also does serve as a backup if I... Oh, what am I doing? It does serve as a backup if I fail any of these rooms, because you get kicked out of this cave if you fall into these pits, so... I forgot to boot stash there, so... There's a chunky time loss right there. So, maybe doing hookshot jumps over the pit, so... Doing the pause buffer method, so oh no. Okay, that's fine. Alright, a little early, but should be chill. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's one frame when the hookshot comes back to Link where you can jump even if you're over a pit. So a pit or like lava or deep water or anything like that. Deep water without flippers. But yeah, so I like chained a bunch of pause buffers to get the frame that I wanted instead of actually timing it. So you can do it unbuffered, which frame perfect per jump at 60 FPS. But if you do miss the frame, you can also potentially shoot the hookshot again before you fall in the pit. So you can get multiple chances at it even if you go for it unbuffered. So that's why it's not that bad trying to go for it unbuffered, but I would have to practice it a lot again if I wanted to go for unbuffered. And yeah, so it's like 2 seconds per pause. You lose about 2 seconds per pause, so yeah. On top of that, so if you are using your item menu, Oh my gosh. That pause advances the game 1 frame at a time. And, same with the save and quit pause. But, and yeah, Bow Wow eating the cutscene again. And, if you use a map buffer, opening the map advances the game, 4 frames. So, when I was ending off, before the jumps, each of the jumps, I used the map buffer for the last pause. Advance the game 4 frames at a time. Alright, so this dungeon, if you have played this casually, so there's these 4 pillars that you need to break. Oh, what? Oh, I think I had a bad subpixel there. That sucks. But yeah, does it look like the animation where I got it frame perfect, but I probably was a frame early, but I was also on a bad subpixel, so it didn't show the wrong animation. Sometimes that happens. So yeah, so the pillars breaking is tied to a cutscene, so I'm just bomb triggering all of them. So due to this, it makes this like one of the shortest dungeons in the game. Dungeon 4 is really short since there's so many skips that I did with like Jesus jumps and stuff, and like grabbing the flippers from the wrong direction, like skipping a whole mini boss, skipping the long puzzle to get the nightmare key, etc., etc. So. Alright, so gonna be trying a trick called okay, first try. Trick called Goomba Surf. So that Goomba that I bounced off of, you need him to be moving to the right when you enter the screen. So it's a 1 in 4 chance yet again, because he can move any direction at random, or start his movement in any direction at random. So yeah, getting first try to the right was nice. So yeah, this run's been a very big change compared to my practice run right before I started my runs here for this event. I had such like pretty bad RNG throughout the entire run. So a stark difference at this point. Outside of like Villa Skip being bad frame, that's about it. So yeah, when I did the save and quit in that cave, right before I did Rooster Skip, if you don't visit a screen that has a warp tile after you save and quit, then the bottom of that the bottom of the HUD, the bottom screen of the screen where your HUD is won't be solid, so you can shoot projectiles through it and like screen wrap and hit the boss off screen. So I was able to stun lock him with the hook shot due to that. So I can cheese him pretty hard in this category. So yeah, you can use like your hook shot or arrows from your bow, or if you're at full health with level 2 sword, you can use your sword beams as well. Magic rod if you have that, if you go to dungeon 8 early, like all those work. And yeah, when I left the dungeon, there was a pit that I skirted by. I opened my save quit menu because that lets Link be able to move to the side, because normally if you just jump off the ledge, you can't like drift to the sides at all. So if you fall into that pit, you get put at the bottom of Tal Heights, so you have to reclimb the whole mountain afterwards. So it loses a lot of time if you don't do that. What's up, Uni? Blinked and missed this. Yeah, getting kind of close to the end. It's about to be the dungeon 8 and then the cleaning up dungeon 2 after that. Yeah, so you can just barely make this bomb reach that wall. So you're gonna be going for some clipped into the wall. So with that, the flame fountain won't push Link back when you get hit, and you can abuse your iframes to oh, it worked. Oh, it didn't work, never mind. I got distracted by things at home. Okay, cool. So since I don't have the Ocarina and Song 3, then I can bomb trigger to wake this guy up. For whatever reason, he has only 1 health if you bomb trigger him to wake up. But then he also will spawn again after you kill him, if you wake him up through a bomb trigger and not through the actual song. Also, if you're too slow when his head is coming out, then you can also get stun locked like inside his neck and just die. So you also have to be careful about that too. Alright, so major skips. So I did what's called the bookshot clip, where you have a hookshot equipped to B, feather on A, and Link gets pulled in when he hooks on stuff. It gets pulled in twice as fast, so you can clip. And yeah, from the 2 pixel wide window, you can clip through that key block without a key. That 2D section I went into when I clipped, if you leave as soon as you enter, you'll be stuck where the key block is and just soft lock, so you also have to be careful not to hold up by accident after you do the clip. Yep, so gonna be doing what's called lava swim here. So your screen transition on lava while you have flippers, then you can swim in the lava. The reason I equipped my sword and swung it though when I was transitioning was that depending on Link's subpixels, there's like a 50-50 chance that the lava swim won't work and Link will just like infinitely like drown in the lava over and over and not lose health as well. So you can end up soft locking. But if you swing your sword at the transition, then it'll consistently set his subpixels to swim in the lava. I messed up this movement, so now I'm like scared to jump. Oh, he's actually like stuck in the corner of that block. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, I didn't get to optimize placing Link near the chest, but at least I didn't screw up the rolling rock filling out the room, because you'd have to reset the room and do it again, which loses a lot of time if you fail that. So. Alright, so another Jesus jump on the lava. Because again, getting pushed down a couple pixels so you can clip into the wall. Then I open the map there to text skip. Oh, did I get him in the intangible zone? Normally it takes 5 hits to break the shell, but I thought he wasn't far enough to the right to be invincible to my hit. I'm surprised. He'll like take, it'll make the sound and everything like he's taking damage, but won't actually lose health if he's Oh, and look at this beauty right here. Oh, Link whips it out, if you know what I mean. So that's called Wang Boys. But yeah, yeah, so Hotheady, he's like near the bottom of the screen or too far to the right on the screen, then he'll like not take damage, even though it'll make the sound and animations and everything. So yeah, so it takes 5 hits to break the shell, and then it's like 2 more hits after the shell breaks to kill him. So. And yeah, now on the way to clean up Dungeon 2, since I left after I got the bracelet, because it's a little bit faster to finish this off while I have all these Link's like other items, like the boots and whatnot. So I'm going to be doing a slightly slower, safer variant of this room. So you need to kill these enemies in the specific order. So the... Oh my god, what? Why'd the keys turn around? Pole's voice, then the keys, then the hooded Stelphos in that order. And oh, what? Grab the thing for no reason? Okay. Well. And yeah, that'll spawn the nightmare key, so. And then yeah, since I have the boots here, I can skip this, like, the gimmicks with these weighted platforms and stuff. And just skip over that whole thing, so it saves a lot of time. No runners make it look easy. Hey, I'm glad I could impress and nerd out about this game a little bit. So yeah, after the 4th fireball, he'll usually hit you if you're in that corner. So I just start moving after the 3rd. So a little bit of cheese here as well. So if you throw the pot to the left while you're clipped into the wall, then Link will when you throw it, it'll instantly break the pot. Normally it takes 3 hits to break that. Alright, another Wang Boys as well. Pretty sure that actually loses time to do that again, but I just wanted to... It's a marathon and it's not PB pace, so why not? But yeah, since I had the magic rod, I was just shooting the fire into the wall, and I was able to hit the... Oh, whoops. Hit the genie twice, so I could kill him. Oh, I should have done that second menu, actually. Oops. That's fine. I could have thrown the rocks and then done the menu that I'm about to do right now, right after. That's okay. Only like 2-second time loss. So gonna be bomb triggering here again to open the windfish egg. So, oh, I guess for the staff, I forget exactly how long that this ending part takes, assuming I don't make major mistakes, but I think this might be around like 3 more minutes. 3 to 4 minutes, something like that. So, getting close to the end, just to let you know. And yeah, 40 seconds for this national anthem, the Ballad of the Windfish. So since I don't have the ocarina or the song, then I got a bomb trigger, so. As usual. And then yeah, so since I never read the book from the library with the magic lens, then the path is default to left, left, up, right, right, up, left, up. So you can just get through it. I hope I actually went right 2 times. Okay, cool. Sometimes it's very easy to just like forget a direction. Alright, so I did a bomb trigger there, which skips 12 seconds worth of text and also causes the music to not play, which the music does roll RNG, so I'm able to manipulate this blob phase by hitting on a specific pixel and subpixel to kill him without powder. And then you'll be trying to manipulate the Aghanim phase now. Due to freezing the music and everything. And if I get the manip correctly, then should make him I was supposed to be at the top of the screen. Oh no. I might be at the mercy of RNG at this point now. No, here we go. So you lose about 8 seconds per blue ball. Yeah, so I did the manip right for positioning, technically, but then I forgot I was supposed to be at the top of the screen for that pattern, and not the bottom. But I was supposed to stand 1 pixel from the wall. So yeah, now I'm getting Omega punished. It already goes like half a minute. Alright, good. Now he's dead. So yeah, it's 50-50 for blue balls if you fail the manip. So yeah, now I got the Moldorm quick kill. So he has 16 health, so you can I did 1 spin slash and then hit him roughly around 14 times regular slashes. If you hit him before he starts moving, his he won't move and his iframes will run out early every time when you hit him, so you can like spam your sword like crazy and hit him a lot. And then yeah, Ganon took 16 spin slashes slash boot dash, and then Shadowland Mola just takes 1 hit with the spin slash or boot dash. So Death will takes a random amount of time to open his eye, and it's gonna take 16 arrows to kill him. So ideally, you want to get 4 cycles. It's very easy, like, as he's opening his eye, for his eye to not, like, be open, like, fully, so then, like, you just tank your arrow off of him. Okay, even with the failed minute, still sub 55, so it's not bad. And time. That's cool. So, yeah, if I didn't fail that manip, that would have been slightly better than my practice run right before I started. The one practice run I did before I started these marathon runs back to back. Honestly, yeah, it was just like carried. This run was pretty carried by RNG though, for the most part. Whereas I had one of like the worst like rupee RNG at the start that I've seen in my practice run. So I was already like, I lost like a minute compared to my gold on like the first split, just due to egregious rupee RNG. Whereas this time I got really lucky and was probably like close to matching my gold off that. So it's the big swing, right? Alright, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. That's enough rambling. Yeah, thank you very much everybody for watching and chilling. And Bow Wow ate both cutscenes. Made it work. Alright, here's the wide link for y'all. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, if you want to shoot me a follow, I'm at Ryan_Ford522 on Twitter and Twitch. And YouTube. And I guess for the little bit of shill, I'm also still trying to raise enough money to fly to SEDQ, because I have a run on the Tuesday of the event for an obscure game called Little Samson. So it's getting close, so I'm trying to hopefully raise enough. I think around like halfway through the goal, so we'll see if it happens. Anyways, I will stop rambling and catch y'all later.